Dear students, I hope all of you are doing well. By now, all of you would have confirmed your companies and submitted your acceptance letters to your guides. The intention behind this video is to help you prepare your internship report. So I'm here to give you some guidelines and how you can go about with the preparation of your internship report. The internship is a mandatory course under your BBA program. This course will fetch you 2 credits and the evaluation would be out of 50 marks. The intention behind the internship is to help you understand how does a business function and what are the roles and responsibilities that each of the departments have to play in the smooth functioning of the business. Your internship course evaluation has got 2 parts. The first part is your internship report. The second part is your Viva Voce. There would be 7 chapters that you would have to write based on your observation, based on your learning outcome by carrying out the internship. Based on this report that has been submitted, you would be getting 30 marks. So I'm here to help you to understand how you can go about with the preparation of the internship report. The second part of your evaluation, there would be a Viva Voce that would be conducted based on the report that you're submitting back to the department. An external examiner would come down to the college and they would be asking you some questions based on your experience and your learning outcome. Based on the answers that you would be giving, they would be evaluating you and you would be getting 20 marks. So 30 marks for your report, 20 marks for your Viva Voce. Altogether, that will fetch you 50 marks. The internship report that you're expected to submit back to the department, it will have 2 major parts. First part is referred to as the initial pages. Second part is the internship body. The initial pages will cover the mandatory certificates from the guide, college, the completion certificate from the company, declaration, acknowledgement, etc. So the formats for these certificates, it has already been included in your internship manual. Please remember the manual that you have collected from your animators that will serve as a reference material to help you prepare this report and help you make a note of your observations while carrying out your internship during those 30 days of you being at the company. Now, the second part of your internship report is the body. Now, here, there would be 7 chapters that you would be expected to prepare. The 7 chapters are like this. First chapter is introduction. Here, you would be writing a brief overview about the project. Second chapter is about the industry profile, the company where you're pursuing your internship that will be belonging to a specific industry. So you will have to write about that industry. So what is the history of the industry? What is the growth? Are there some statistics? Are there any regulatory mechanisms? What is the regulatory framework? Who are the regulators, etc.? I'll give you an example. You're doing your internship at Maruti Suzuki. Maruti Suzuki is a car manufacturer. So the industry would be automobile. So you would be expected to write about the automobile industry. What is the history of automobile industry? What is the growth of the automobile industry? How does the automobile industry function, etc. We can think of another example. Let's say you're doing your internship at HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank is a company that belongs to the banking sector. So your industry is banking. So you would have to write about banking. How did banks come into existence? What is the growth of banking in the world, in India? Some statistics around that. How does RBI regulate bank, etc. So that would be what would be covered in the second chapter. Third chapter, you're expected to carry out what is called as 3C analysis. 3C analysis stands for company, customer, competitor. So there are 3 sections to this. First part of the section, you'll be writing about the company. How did the company come into existence? What is the history of the company? Some statistics about the company, etc. What are the products? What are the services, etc. The second part of this particular chapter, you'll be writing about the customer. So you can write about the customer profile. Who are the consumers? Who are the categories of people who avail the products or services of your company, etc. The third part of this chapter, you'll be writing about the competitors. who are the competitors for your company, what are their products, what are their services, and how is your company planning to compete with them. So that is what would be covered under 3C analysis. Fourth chapter would be organizational structure or department profile. So here you would have to write about the management hierarchy. How is the structure of your company? Like who's the CEO? What are the different verticals under the CEO? Who's the vice president, etc. Okay. Then you can also write about the various departments which are available in your company. Okay, so finance department, what does the finance department do? What does the HR department do? Who heads the HR department? What is the structure for the HR department? What are the different roles that the HR department has to play, etc. The next chapter is referred to as the SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis, you have to identify the company's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, challenges. Based on this, you have to prepare a report. The next chapter is your learning outcome. So here you have to write about your learning experience. So in you being at that organization for 30 days, what is it that you have learned? What experience have you gained? So that is what you have to cover under learning experience. The last chapter is conclusion. Here you would have to conclude. You have to provide a brief summary in one page about your internship and close your internship report. So this is the general structure for writing the different chapters of your internship. The page limits that has also been specified here on the screen as well as in your internship manual. You can refer to this. Now, while preparing your report, you have to remember that the body of your report has to be minimum 37 pages. Okay, the body of your report has to be minimum 37 pages. Also, the numbering of your pages for your internship report, page number 1 would be the first page of your chapter 1. Okay, the first page of your chapter 1. The initial pages that you will be attaching, those would not be having any page numbers. Now, while preparing this internship report, please remember it has to be typed onto a computer. You would have to take a printout of this particular report that you have prepared. Now, the report has to be submitted in a soft bound format. So you can approach any printer. They would be able to help you understand what a soft binding is. Now, please remember in the manual, it was specified as hard binding, but you can go for a soft bind as well, because that would be easy for you to handle your internship report. Now, it is mandatory for you to keep in touch with your guide at least once in a week. So just in case, if you're not in town, if you're not in Bangalore, you can connect with your guide virtually, either through Zoom, Google Meet, or whatever means of communication that are available. You have to keep informing your guide regarding the progress of your internship. So with that note, I hope all of you would have a very enjoyable experience as a part of your internship. We look forward in seeing you back at campus soon. Take care. All the best.